So brand new Thursday night comedy here on BBC Two tomorrow from 9. And right now, there's some strong language, but very impressively, nobody walks off.
Welcome to Budget Late Night Indie Show, never mind the Buzzcocks. I'm bitter, snotty-faced little public schoolboy Simon Amstel. And I'd like to begin with an apology. On last week's show, I upset Preston from Preston and Chantel. I realise now that they are better than me. Preston is a wonderful singer, and Chantel invented the popular saying, "Oh my God." I was unfair in my representation of Chantel's book. It's not bad, there are some really interesting bits. Suddenly, okay. I hope we can all move on now. Bill's first guest is Magic Numbers affable frontman Romeo Stoddart. Romeo's mother is called Juliet. Some people may say, "Hey Simon, that's slightly odd," but I think it's perfectly normal, as I was saying to my mother, Garfunkel Amstel. His second guest is up-and-coming style comedian Russell Howard. Russell appeared as a guest panellist on the second series of UK TV's Street Cred Sudoku. Yes, you heard that right. Second series. Russell and Romeo, Bill's team, ladies and gentlemen. Bill's first guest is sexy 80s hottie Midge Ure. Midge was in Ultravox Visage and was a major solo artist, but he is of course best known and loved as the Bob Geldof mate, and for his cheeky catchphrase, "Where's my sodding knighthood?" Bill's second guest is the star of E4 drama Skins and former About a Boy child, Nick Holt. Nick has been in some great films, About a Boy, Wah Wah and The Weatherman. Yeah? Why don't you come back when you've been on Street Cred Sudoku? Nick and Midge, Phil team, ladies and gentlemen. So we begin with guest two, Bill, Romeo and Russell. Here are yours.
How come every time you come around my London Bridge wanna go down like London, wanna go down?
Over made up, ethnically ambiguous, tight-faced buttock wiggler, it's lovely lady lump Fergie.
I let you go for so long.
And it's a nice day for a white wedding. And if we can get OK Magazine to publish it, get a bit of cash and stay in the limelight, why not? And if people have a go at us for selling the most romantic and intimate day of our lives, then we'll just walk off and go crying to Radio 1. It's Billy Idol. Okay, I mean, I don't want to go on about it tonight. But if people start turning their backs on comedy and walking off panel shows, then the terrorists have won. Anyhow, so that was Billy Idol with White Wedding and Fergie with London Bridge. But who once wet themselves on stage?
So we've got Billy Idol, Fergie. Can we have a look at Fergie in a rather sexy video, which is what's it called? London Bridge. London Bridge is going down, and it's quite obviously not London Bridge. Can we see there was quite clearly Tower Bridge there?
She was asked about this, and she said the song was not about a specific London Bridge, it was about a London Bridge.
So London Bridge. That could be any bridge then.
Any bridge.
Has that ever occurred? Have you ever had an incident with we on the stage?
Well, no, not peeing myself on stage.
Oh,
no.
I did shit yourself.
I think at Reading Festival, didn't someone poo into a bottle and throw it at 50 Cent?
Yeah.
That's commitment to being annoyed by someone, isn't it? You're gonna wee on him? No. Screw it up, I'm not an animal.
Right, let's have a look at me, old Billy. There's a fantastic shot of a a toaster that seems to... It's actually, it's a very rare, the genie of the toaster. It's, rub it 3 times. I am the genie of the toaster! And you have 3 wishes, providing they are of a toast-based nature.
I'd like an answer.
You would, you snotty-nosed public school. Right, so I don't know.
No, I think the clue could be in the name, Black Eyed Peas. I think we could go...
You reckon? I see, yeah.
I think it
that's
could be
good.
for
That's
me,
very
but I
good
don't know.
detective work.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose if you're going to wee yourself, you have to be either incontinent or you have some very complicated arrangement where you can't actually access your genitals quick enough. So I'd say it was probably, what do you call, Fergie.
You think Fergie because her trousers may be complicated?
Yes.
Should we see if you're right?
Yeah.
You are correct. Oh, so it was Fergie. And to be honest, the trousers don't look that complicated. Fergie blamed the pant-wetting incident during a San Diego concert last year on being buzzed, having no time to use the restroom, and having a bladder considerably older than her face. Phil, Midge and Nick, these are for you.
All I do each night is pray. Hoping that I'll be a part of you again someday.
Ah, the Take That comeback. Makes me think, won't the Boyzone comeback be exciting? No.
I close the doors and keep my love within.
Do you know what it feels like for a girl?
And an often misunderstood icon, undeniably a powerful talent, some say genius. If she could just get rid of that pointless, moody little hanger-on husband, it's Chantel. I'm not going to go on about it, because, you know, he didn't milk it. He didn't. He just went on Radio 1 to have his say, then cleared the matter up in the NME before breaking his silence on GMTV. So, I don't want to make a big thing about it. So that was what it feels like for a girl and pray. But who lobbied the government with a solution to nuclear waste? Madonna or Take That's Jason Orange?
Well, one might imagine that Madonna's not really qualified to talk about matters in this country.
But Jason Orange.
He is. But then again, you see, he'd go in and go, right, nuclear power and that. Like, some of it's good, like, what makes the electricity. But some of it's bad. And, like, I want to stop the bad stuff. Keep the good.
Kind of they get a serious question about politics. We get, who pissed themselves? Who weed, Bill? You simpleton from the woods. And your simple friends that you've collected in a glade out in the woods. You get, who's lobbied the government? A serious question. The proper people have done charity and all proper. But the monkey boys over here. Weed! Snotty-nosed public school.
Well, all right, what do you think we should do about nuclear waste?
Okay.
Madonna had her video, of course, and here's Madonna being led out of her home by Fern Cotton. I was a star in the 80s. Come on, honey.
Lovely to have you here, Nick. I don't know if you've seen Nick's programme, Skins. We have a clip of the promo, if people haven't caught it yet.
Your back's against the wall. There's no one home to call. You're forgetting who you are. You can't stop crying. You're fucking giving in. And purchasing your friends. You do it all again. And I'm not lying.
It's essentially child filth. It's young people having the sex and putting drugs in each other's heads. I'm concerned, Nick Holt, that this is going to put pressure on young people to have a good time. When I was young, there was no pressure. No, we didn't have to have drugs.
You had Ferrero Rocher, didn't you?
I didn't go to public school, but it doesn't take a private education to know the book's not very good.
Well, that was just the promo shoot.
Yeah.
They rented a house for 2 days, said we could do whatever we wanted, got a little camera and just had a big party, basically.
So it's actually just a clean, nice programme.
Yeah, well, you wrote an episode, didn't you? Or co-wrote?
I did, but
Now it makes sense. Here we go.
I'm waiting for the reviews to come in before I start talking about it too much.
Hey lads, take your snuff. Let's stay up till 9. You should ride to the studio on a swan next week. It'd be great.
I bloody would if the asylum seekers hadn't eaten them all. Where were we anyway? This nuclear waste is what we're discussing. Bob Geldof, I understand, has lobbied the government about nuclear waste, Midge.
Has he?
Has he not
That's Sir Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof, yeah. Well, what do you think we should do about the environment, Midge?
I don't give me a bloody knighthood and I'll tell you.
I don't think it works that way round, Midge.
Does it not?
Midge, the magic numbers were not on Live 8. Band 20. What was it called?
Oh, the record?
Yes. Why was this?
I've got no idea.
You were there. Didn't you produce the song?
No, I was executive producer, which meant that I let someone else do all the work and I took all the credit.
Bob took all the credit.
Bob is like a Death Eater from Harry Potter. That's mine.
And so we move on to nuclear waste. Go ahead.
I would imagine it was Madonna.
You're right. In 2006, Madonna made the government aware of a mystical Kabbalah fluid which she believes can be used to clean up radioactive waste. The fluid is said to be able to receive magic healing powers through meditations and the consciousness of sharing. One government official said the scientific mechanisms and principles were just bollocks. And with only 2 dragons left in the den, they decided to back Lulu's hover boots instead. Right, next up is the intros round. Bill and Romeo, here are yours for Russell Howard.
All right.
Have a wonderful time.
Thank you very much.
That's what tonight's all about.
Yeah.
Having a nice time.
Yeah. Let's not be negative.
No, I like everything.
Yeah.
You know everything.
Yeah.
I like it. You know all books. I like them all.
Right. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Ding, 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 ding,
That was lovely. That was like having 2 really jolly farmers singing at me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd just grown some excellent marrow. She went, let's turn out around Howard's house and sing him a little ditty.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Love it.
All right, lads.
Hello there.
Size of them buggers.
Well, we can hang about. There's a Romeo here.
Hello, how are you doing? I ain't seen you before.
No.
He got a smiley face.
Yeah, a lovely face.
Yeah.
And a massive tractor. So here we go.
Anyway, any idea, Russell Howard?
I've no idea. It sounds like the kind of thing that used to come from my dad's shed when I was younger, but I've no idea. That and the screaming.
So I'll pass it over.
Okay.
Is it Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc?
It is. Here's how it should have sounded.
Okay.
This next introduction is brought to you in association with VO5.
Right, okay. Right then. I'll do the drumming bit.
It's like you were skinning a lizard at one point.
I was actually, yeah. So it's,
It makes quite a noise.
it does make an music.
No idea, I'm afraid.
I'm going to pass it over. Any
It's
ideas?
the sound of Jazzy Clacton. It's Sade.
It is with...
Smooth operator.
Correct, here's how it should have sounded. Before we move on, I know the magic numbers are sick of being called happy hippies.
Yeah.
I thought tonight we could change that persona and make people think that you are a bastard.
All right.
I'm going to interview you. I've written your answers
Let's do it. I'm ready.
on cards. Okay. Question 1. What do you think about all this climate change?
Screw the development. Well, I want a fucking tan, man.
Say it louder, more
Okay.
like mean it.
I added man there at the end. So.
He's hit me to the bone.
Let's try it again. We can do this.
You can't change it.
Okay, here's the second question. Ready?
Yeah.
What should we do about the situation in Iraq?
Just keep killing those fucking foreigners, man.
Even that sounded nice.
Let's try it. Question 3. What really gets on your nerves?
The Jews.
That was the only one that had any conviction. Well, I think we've really changed perceptions there. You bastard. Right. So that was Smooth Operator by Sade. In 1985, Sade performed at Live Aid, but said that afterwards she didn't really get to meet any of the other stars. She just sat in the green room with Midge Ure. You stay where you are, Midge.
Wanker.
Yeah. Good point. We also heard Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. In 2000, 10cc released an authorised biography entitled 10cc, the worst band in the world. Atomic Kitten's lawyers settled out of court. Right, Phil and Midge, here are yours for Nick Holt. Good luck, Nicholas Holt.
Oh yeah, we know this one, don't we?
Okay, go ahead.
Shall we?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a youthful combo.
Youthful combo.
From Liverpool.
With a saxophone.
Called the Zootons.
The Zootons.
The Zootons.
That's a start.
With what song? Don't ever think you're right.
Don't ever think you're right.
Say it again.
Don't ever think you're right.
No, it's. It was Don't Ever Think by the Zootons. Here's how it should have sounded. How old are you, Nick?
17.
17. You're really ruining my I'm the young guy thing here. Normally, I get away with being the young person, being under 35 and able to name the Sugar Babes. Tonight, I feel like Phil has seen what a real young person is and he's going to stop loving me. I feel like Rudy from The Cosby Show when she got old and grew a moustache. Okay, go ahead, next song.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 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 no,
I feel so bad.
Don't feel bad.
No, the looks in your faces, you really... Serious? You really thought I was going to get that, and I've no clue.
It's a song that the young people should like and know.
You're putting more pressure on me now.
Yeah.
He spent 2 days filming a promo full of drugs with a camcorder. Why should he know anything now?
Stabbing.
No, no clues. No clues, you're...
Killers.
There's been a clue there, but...
Bones? Is that... No?
Bones? No.
Killers.
And they passed it over, Nick Holt.
No, come on.
Yeah.
It's When We Were Young.
Is correct. Here's how it should have sounded. I don't want you to worry about this, Nicholas Holt. It does not affect anything in your life. We were just having fun.
I just want to go home.
You move.
Holding me down.
Okay, so that was When You Were Young by The Killers and Don't Ever Think by The Zootons. The Zootons bass player, Russell, mentioned once in an interview that he liked Maltesers, and at their next show, they were bombarded with Maltesers. Well, I happen to know. The Ronan Keating is a shit and daggers man. Round 3 is the Identity Parade, Bill, Romeo and Russell. This week we have some questionable kiddie pop for you. For the audience only, is Club 8 with Fool No More. So that was S Club 8 with their top 10 hit. But can you guess where band member Rochelle Wiseman is in our lineup? Is number 1, S Club. Number 2, Fight Club. Number 3, Stop in the Name of Club. Number 4, Roy Clubby Brown. Or number 5, Big Club in Little China.
Feels really awkward taking the piss out of, young ladies.
Or just do some charming banter.
Okay. Hey girls, pull my finger.
On this show, I keep seeing people I interviewed on Pop World in the lineup, and I feel bad, like I should have done more to help. I know if my interview had been better, they would still be going. I just feel if there's anything I can do, if you want to take Nick Holt, sleep with him, whatever you want, just to make you feel better. That's all right with you, right?
He's not picky. Just get in a house with him for a weekend and a water pistol, you'll be fine.
Who do you think is Rochelle Wiseman from the S Club Juniors and then S Club 8?
I reckon it's number 4 myself.
Why is that?
Because I recognise her from the S Club 8 series, which I was a big fan of. I'd record Simon and the Witch, save that for later. Then I'd watch The Adventures of S Club 8 and then finish it off with Thundercats.
When you say finish off?
No! I saved the good stuff for Cheetara. Who wouldn't? She was a cheetah, but she was sort of a lady. Doing that, writing boobless on your calculator, great days.
Saving his scabs in a little matchbox.
Yes. Memories.
Posting them to your pen pal.
Posting them to your pen pal. Yeah. Dear Gunter, I thought you'd enjoy these.
Easy, more scabs.
Dear Bill, thank you for your scabs. Next time, a pube or two. Yours, Renoir.
Cher Renoir, I am terminating this correspondence. It has gone a bit weird.
Anyway, any idea who?
It's
who
number
it might
4. Clearly, it's number 4.
You think it's number 4?
Yeah.
4, Le Quatre.
Let's find out if you're correct with the real Rochelle Wiseman. Please step forward. It's number 4. Now a successful model and a contender for this year's Miss England, Rochelle Wiseman, ladies and gentlemen. Phil, Midge and Nick, we've got some more pop children for you, for the audience only. Here are Cleopatra with their debut single, Cleopatra's Theme.
Cleopatra, coming at ya. Cleopatra, coming at ya. Cleopatra, coming at ya. Cleopatra, coming at ya.
That was Cleopatra in 1998 with their top 3 hit. But where is band member Zenham Angel Higgins in our lineup? Is number 1, Cleopatra. Number 2, Cleo Sayer. Number 3, Cleo Nazi. Number 4, Leonardo da Vinci. Or number 5, Cleo Midia. She was already crossing her arms before I even said it. But not her legs. Any ideas, team?
Well, I normally go by footwear. You go, delicate pop star shoe. Oh, lovely shoe. And if you work your way along from the left, shoe, shoe, hello! Those at the end. I left Cleopatra to become an astronaut.
Midjord, did you ever listen to the music of Cleopatra?
I remember the single.
Yes.
Cleopatra coming at you, and I seem they're from Birmingham. I seem to remember.
Really, from Birmingham?
Lovely Brummy girl, sisters.
Number 1 seems to have an opinion on whether they're from Birmingham or not. Excellent. If number 1 is the one from Cleopatra, then she's terrible at not giving it away. Number 2 is apparently going skiing soon. Why is it like sunglasses, skiing, sunglasses, sunglasses, the moon?
Why didn't you ask Cleopatra to be on Band-Aid?
Okay. So see, this is the seat that Preston left. This is the seat that Lemmy left the show on, admittedly during the retakes. We're just going to have to call this one the ejector seat.
Maybe get some sort of seatbelt.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? They just, like at Alton Towers, everyone sits down and...
Okay, good. So, Cleopatra, which one is Zenom? I believe she was the youngest one, although I may be wrong.
Was she the youngest? Well, there's an outside shot of it being number one, I think.
All right, let's find out. With the real Zenom, please make yourself known.
Oh, for the love of God!
Currently recording new material. It's Zenom, ladies and gentlemen. Good. So we end with next lines. Bill's team, you are in the lead. They get to go first. Your time begins now. It's a nice day for a white wedding.
To start again?
It's a nice day to start again. Correct, Billy Idol. Swinging your sunshine right over the moon. Does that sound familiar?
Is that one of yours?
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
It was, and every time I look at you, I see you smile. I hope you don't mind by the magic numbers.
Come on, man. You chose like a B-side on our first ever single.
It's my favourite. That happens at every show, but never so bad. Juliet, when we made love, used to cry.
I was a bit hard. I apologise.
You said, I love you like the stars above, I'll love you till I die.
Right.
Romeo and Juliet, Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Well, since my baby left me,
I've found a new place to dwell.
correct. Elvis Presley.
Is that the answer?
That was the answer.
Yeah. Oh, well done. It wasn't sung like that, though, was it?
No, he didn't say, I found a new place to dwell. I'm currently living in Tewkesbury.
Right, you've got 11 points. Phil's team at 4. Your time begins now. It's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid.
At Christmas time.
We're lit in light and Benny shade.
Correct, Band-Aid by Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof. One day you'll be a knight.
Up there in the lineup, yeah.
This means nothing to me.
Oh, Vienna.
Correct, Vienna by Bob Geldof. You're out of your head if you mean the things you said. Does this mean anything to you, Midge? It's Or You're Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead by the Faders.
Oh, right, okay.
His daughter's band.
Written by Bob Geldof.
The Faders were female busted. Very good. I interviewed them. I enjoyed them very much. Didn't do that well. Shame.
Something about you and interviewing.
Meanwhile, Peaches Geldof, pretty big news. Well, at the end of that, Phil's team have 9 points, Bill's team have 11. So, thanks to Bill, Romeo and Russell, Phil, Nick and Midge. This has been Never Mind the Buzzcocks. I think we've all had a very nice time. Thank you all for staying till the end. As a reward, everyone gets a lolly. Good night.
And the celebs keep their bums on their seats tomorrow night for Graham Norton's new show. BBC Two's new Thursday night comedy lineup starts from 9.